throws, it's a different ball game, and you got to kind of adapt it. Wait, what running in wide hooks to the eats one on the way in. Ooh. Oh, good. Two left hands went through.
That second one.
You can see the paid by the hour, so you want to get him out of there as fast. If I could.
Why is that? Why not try to make
out that he has the no, it's questionable.
Comedian, he can finish up early here and go. You want to repeat it, Kate? Joke that
no. Left hook, good combination there. Went body with the right hand, left.
Well, like we said, took this fight on very short notice. You just feel the big shot is coming.
Didn't jab to get his way. If Steven Nelson starts opening up here, he might find this fight is over soon. Overhand right, well done. And you can hear the game plan.
No, never saw it. How about that? Can't be bothered. What is this? What am I, 12 years old? I need to watch comic books? That's the veteran take. That's a mature take. That is, pro wrestling is great. That's the...
Cornered his movement, head wide, high in the... Measuring him at this point. And now the fight is starting to turn here in the second round. Using his lead hand to...
Said 2018, just based on our discussion, in case you...
What's thick in that mid area?
Have to cut him off, presses him up against the ropes, has the inside frame, and then comes over the top with the
guy who is a barber, he's an artist, he's a mechanic, he's a car. Nevertheless, it's a tremendous name.
Or so. Something of a celebrity. It.
So you know it's who watched nothing, and you.
Yeah, you absolutely do. He had a. Is that they're like, well, I don't want to watch too much footage because then they'll get in my head. Okay, fair enough. I'm going to work on that through the game plan. But valuable is the part. You can see his timing is really good. He's not catching. A guy like Montgomery can weave on. Reaching. And round of keeping himself out of the worst kind of.
In case you were wondering.
Even Nelson show. For the most part, staying out of the big flurries there.
A little pressure there. That chin is...
Weave them all together. Ooh, fantastic left hook. Weaved on catching him on the exit. Leaping into him, I won't call it a good... Right hand just misses. And then a right hand there for Nelson as... Live in this fight. See right there. It's a good idea to turn a guy like Nelson who's going to work behind that jab outside of it to the weak side. It won't whip you, it'll keep you around.
Right now.
Oh. There's that left hand we were talking about coming up front foot, which is why they're a little bit off balance when they... Others not. Others were getting on him. He broke contact with the eye side first. And he's like, dude, I've been doing that. And
Who cares? Like, if anyone chalks that who looked away, that's just nonsense.
You know how sprints who won the weight?
Yeah, of course.
It can hurt or strain over time. Elbow frames him up, keeping right behind it. Sometimes inside frame by Nelson, misses with a sub. Good bit of a shovel hook there.
Mouthpiece just came out.
I had the worst seats imagined fight.
Sure, but he's clearly not.
Hook, kind of almost like a good work by Steven Nelson. Hand there. He's sort of a catch and shoot. Montgomery, rounds 2 or 3, it can make it a little bit harder to put, I should say 147 than the main. Nevertheless, it just is sort of emblematic of a little bit of what we're getting.
It is not as stationary.
Trying to counter him over the top of his own shot. Didn't quite get it. Nice right hand from Montgomery. Now it's Montgomery putting on some pressure,
Ariel. Up against the ropes.
Boy, we buried him way too soon. Round. The first time I've ever seen Nelson really react to some of the punching onslaught. Can he keep it up though? Right hand from... He's able to get the ball underneath, and you got to fight on incredibly short notice. You have to have some understanding of what they're going to be capable of.
Yeah, but you have to wonder what Nelson is thinking right now, right? I mean, now we're 6 rounds in, and all of a sudden this guy who you thought you were going to steamroll is putting up a pretty darn good fight.
Good job and now he's applying the pressure.
Some big right hand.
Nelson, right at the bell.
Wow.
Hey!
That was a tremendous round. Legend.
I would be the best round of Montgomery's for Montgomery in this fight. Again, I'm not judging at home, so for folks being like you're crazy, I might be. I was not judging it. I was just kind of watching. Kind of walked into it. They wrap up. Talking point when it's a
no judging stuff.
About as good as you're going to get. Yeah, this is Nelson's opportunity right here. Also, I will say this. It's the footwork having an effect. Stiff right hand.
It is that tall and lank. Go to the body more. Some hook
of his balance, like when he got into the. Looked to me like he pushed him down. Let's see what the ref says here.
Fought on.
I did not. After the fact, but not live. Off rhythm, which is what both doesn't have the power of Montgomery, and it's clearly having an good right hand. Hard to know what he can see here. And here comes down.
Kind of built like a running.
Right straight left hook. Or two combinations. Straight left hook.
Yep.
An uppercut. Ooh, that is.
You know, Bomac mentioned, excuse me, he mentioned something earlier that you brought up just recently about his feet. It doesn't feel like he's getting as much power in his shot.
Of course, there's a lot of. In general, you got to be rooted to get his chance. Good left hook. Nice body shot. These are his best, more physical of the two.
And look at that.
Pushed him down, although say the timing by which he's back off to his right, eats a right for it. There's the inside frame. Body shot. Jab, right hand misses, but he stays on top of him.
Ooh, there's that left hook.
Good there for Montgomery. Got him up against the ropes, got the frame on the left hand. You can.
Nelson's best moments have been when he's had him pressed up against the rope.
To your point, the referee intervenes could have a draw.
But I didn't really add orthodox.
He was as a southpaw. Makes open
him right now at that.
Who?
Crawford.
Being a switch.
He's got a
beautiful kind of a swivel. Steven Nelson taking.
Now
it's a pretty good one. It's a pretty good one.
Chop them up there against the Charlos any day. Bad weekend for the Charlos. You know? Way better weekend than the Charlos. These guys are, you know, I covered WEC 40 video guys there back in 2009. Main event.
Oh, yes, of course.
That's when I first.
Right hand sticks Nelson. He stumbles to the ropes. Excuse me, sticks Montgomery. Nelson had Montgomery hurt. Kind of ropes him to the floor.
Here, get that stoppage. I'm going Flores boys over Russell, but you.
No, the Russell brothers in boxing, Gary Antoine.
Boys, the floor.
They're magic on the mic.
What is going on over there?
I'll tell you what, he had, no doubt about it.
You know, out of his performance here.
Boy, Bomac is absolutely screaming for him to push it here.
15 seconds.
Right. Nelson clearly getting the better of it in virtually every round, almost certainly in every round.
Wow.
But a well-matched contest in the end. We will go to the judge. Pushes him back to the ropes. And I think it's to the right ear almost, kind of right behind the...